For years, we have been captivated by Iceland's raw, untouched beauty, its volcanoes, glaciers, and waterfalls. It always felt like a magical land straight out of a dream. Now that we are finally going, it's hard to put our excitement into words. We still can't believe we will be walking through the landscapes we have only ever seen in pictures and videos. Our flight from Oslo to Reykjavik was smooth. There was something serene about crossing over from the mainland Europe towards the North Atlantic. When the flight descended into the Keflavik airport, it was already evening. The soft, dusky light gave a sense of calmness. There are buses every 15 to 30 minutes to the city of Reykjavik. One can avail the bus tickets from Airport Direct at the airport. If you are sure about the time and day of your return, it is advisable to buy the tickets to and fro to enjoy a discount. The drive from the airport to Reykjavik, the capital of Iceland, was like entering a different realm. As of 2024, Iceland has a population of approximately 390,000 people, out of which around 60% of this reside in Reykjavik, making it the largest city in the country. The rugged volcanic terrain stretched out endlessly with the vast open sky above. As we reached closer to the city, our excitement doubled. We were there in Iceland, our dream destination, a gift that we gave on our wedding anniversary. After half an hour's journey, we got down at Bus Hostel. Alba Guest House, where we had booked our stay, was just 200 meters away from the Bus Hostel. The owner of Alba Guest House welcomed us with a sweet smile. After giving us general instructions regarding the stay, he led us to our room. The room was a cozy one with all the essential facilities provided. We decided to freshen up and take a walk through the city. Our day began with a lavish breakfast at our stay, setting a perfect start for the adventures that awaited us. With our appetite satisfied and spirits high, we set off for the first day's journey to explore the famed Golden Circle. We had booked our tickets to Golden Circle through Get Your Guide. We were supposed to reach the pickup point at 9 a.m. Exactly at 9 a.m., our guide Michael was there greeting us and led us to the bus. We were the first to board the bus. The Golden Circle is a popular tourist attraction that showcases some of Iceland's most iconic natural wonders, which covers about 400 kilometers. As we departed from Reykjavik, the city gradually started giving way to more open landscapes. The drive through the vast moss-covered lava fields was thrilling. Amidst our journey, we passed through a small town where we could see steam rising from the ground. This town is famous for its extensive use of geothermal energy for heating greenhouses used for growing vegetables and flowers. The landscape opens up to the rolling hills and farmlands where we could see fields with grazing Icelandic sheep and cows. Our first stop was at Kerid crater, a volcanic crater lake. The striking red volcanic rock surrounding the turquoise blue water is 3,000 years old and is said to have formed as part of a series of eruptions in the region. Michael, our guide, told us we had 20 minutes to explore and click photographs of this beautiful phenomenon. We walked along the rim of the crater, admiring the unusual landscape and the lake below in the middle of the rugged terrain. The crater is about 55 meters deep, 170 meters wide, and 270 meters across. Unlike other crater lakes that are fed by rainwater, Kerid's lake is filled with groundwater. It is the minerals in the surrounding rocks which gives the aquamarine hue to the water. Icelandic folklore is rich with stories about nature spirits, and Kerid is no exception. Some local legends suggest that the crater has mystical properties and elves inhabit the area. Next, we made our way to the Geysir geothermal area where the earth seemed alive with activity. As we get closer to the geyser, the terrain becomes more dramatic with steam vents, bubbling hot springs, and geothermal mud pots visible from the road. As we approached Stroker Geyser, our excitement equally bubbled out as we could already see steam rising from the area. Here, we were allotted 1 hour 20 minutes to wander and explore the area. This was also our time provided for lunch. As lunch was not at all our priority, we headed towards our exploration. Our priority was watching Stroker, the most active geyser, which erupts every few minutes, shooting boiling water up to 20 to 30 meters into the air. The sudden burst of water made us awestruck, though the smoke after the burst spreads the smell of sulfur or a rotten egg in the area. Before an eruption, Stroker's surface water bubbles and swells, forming a dome of water that grows before bursting into the sky. This bubbling effect is a favorite among the photographers as it creates dramatic visual sight before the eruption. Our next destination was the magnificent Gullfoss, or the Golden Waterfall, one of Iceland's most famous natural landmarks. While heading towards Gullfoss, the road passes through open fields and farmlands. This rural landscape is characterized by a mix of green fields and patches of volcanic soil. As we get closer to the waterfall, the landscape becomes more rugged. Here we were greeted by the sound of the rushing water. The viewing platforms offer various angles to admire the beauty and power of Gullfoss. This mighty waterfall flows in 2 levels, plunging into a deep canyon below. As we approached, the roar of the water grew louder. The mist from the falls created shimmering reflections in the sunlight. The sight was truly breathtaking. We utilized the complete 1 hour provided to us, exploring the paths around the Golden Waterfall. Gullfoss offers different experiences depending on the season. In summer, the waterfall is surrounded by lush greenery and the flow is at its peak due to glacial melt. In winter, the ice and snow formation create a stunningly serene, frozen landscape with parts of the waterfall covered in icicles. Our final Golden Circle destination was the Thingvellir National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site with both historical and geological significance. As we drive south, the terrain consists of rolling hills, lava fields, and volcanic rocks covered in moss. As we entered the national park, the guide slowed down the bus, and there we saw the dramatic fissures and cracks in the landscape, highlighting the tectonic activity. The 45 minutes allotted to us passed just in a blink. Here we stood between two continents, walking through the Rift Valley, where the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates slowly drift apart. The park's dramatic landscape, with rugged cliffs, clear streams, and grassy fields, were mesmerizing. Thingvellir National Park also served as a captivating filming location for Game of Thrones, representing key scenes set in the Riverlands. It was also fascinating to learn about the role of the national park as the site of Iceland's first parliament, established over 1,000 years ago. Icelandic chieftains gather here annually to discuss laws, settle disputes, and make decisions for the entire country. The Althing continued to meet at Thingvellir until 1798. The park was the first national park in Iceland, established in 1930 to protect the site's historical and natural significance. Thingvellir sits in a volcanically active area, and its landscape has been shaped by volcanic eruptions over thousands of years. It covers an area of about 237 square kilometers. As the day started to wind down, we concluded our journey with a visit to the Blue Lagoon, a world-famous geothermal spa. We had such an amazing time at the lagoon that it deserves its own spotlight, so stay tuned. We will be posting a separate video about our enthralling experience there very soon. Our Golden Circle journey greeted us with a bright, sunny climate that felt like a rare gift in Iceland. The clear skies and warm sunshine made the stunning landscapes with vivid colors even more breathtaking. Considering how unpredictable the weather can be in Iceland, we couldn't help but feel lucky to have such perfect conditions to begin our adventure. It was as if nature itself was welcoming us with open arms. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. Very soon, we will be sharing our day-to journey in Iceland, filled with even more breathtaking sights and unforgettable experiences. Stay tuned until we meet again.